What are the odds do you think that they're going to ban Tiny? Fun random fact. When humans come up with a random number, they overuse threes and sevens because they feel more random. And when you ask people to randomly distribute themselves in a room, they will evenly spread out. Sausage? Oh, yeah. Yep. That'd do it. Talk casting. I think they're just doing targeted bans for like supports they don't want to play against. It seems like they're just gonna target ban J3r. But they haven't banned Tiny yet. It's fair. It just yeah. If it's something that you're gonna ban anyway, I don't know. I think using it in the first phase is probably a better use, unless there's like other first pick heroes that you're more worried about. And yeah. Well, I guess Not-Clare's team gets the other one. Oh yeah, right. Because first pick you have the last ban. Uh, unless they're like pretty confident that Luna's not going to be a problem for the Pit Lord. Yeah, yeah, but like the way they play tempo around the Pit Lord, they can just keep ganking as long as J3r's on some active hero. Um, that said, I still think, yeah, I still think a, banning the Luna instead of Abaddon is the better play, but they could just be. Yeah, but it is, to be fair, it is more team fight than it is tempo, which might be what they're going for. And then they did ban out the Stone Spirit Life Stealer, so he can't just mindlessly hit creeps and press Q to escape whenever he's ganked. Uh, yeah, and Jug is squishier. His stacking is awful. He's just not a good hero right now. For Stone Spirit, yeah. I mean, it is a brain dead hero because it's one of the carries I can play. I just don't think it's like good right now. Given what I've seen of his play, I would not put the man on SF. Yeah, especially since they're showing the. Yeah, because you already took the lion, so they can't take it themselves. They're showing the lich. Yeah. I mean, like, even if they take the Nyx, it just makes for a super weak lane. And what other, like, heroes are halfway decent that counter Dusa right now? I think you just have to. It's just like carries that can outrange it, which you already have Luna, so you can't pick up like a Drow or something. Yeah, but then you're just so. Yeah. Yeah. And it's another hero that's like has a whoops I'm out of position button. Not as good as Life Stealers slash Jugs, but it's also way tankier than the other two and does more damage. Spirit Breaker. Mm. Is that the FJ mid breaker? I don't know if there 3 also plays Pango, but you could potentially flex it. I think Breaker into Underlord is just like a feels bad. Yeah, I think like Undying doesn't give a shit. Lifestealer. Yeah, I would prefer to see the Dusa. I mean, Troll is another. I fucked up. I'm out of position. Let me hit this one button. But it is, yeah, yeah, it is the worst button, one button hero of the options. But like, you get him an early shard, and then you just buff up Jer. Also, I don't know about picking. You would think that you would pick Jer at whatever 18, 20, whatever it's now. Last phase of second pick, so that way you can. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess they were afraid that Stone Spirit might get banned out more, but like they've what are they picking for Jer mid? Maybe it's a mid line and then it's just like mind games. Uh could do Ember. That is a tempo. That is also tempo. I think of the options I like Earth Spirit the best. Plus I guess Jer is a support player. I mean, well, for like a normal mid player for like a normal league, yes. But for Jer winning 3 lanes on his own, I think Earth Spirit can do that better than Ember because Ember is more static until he gets a couple items. Going for the primal. Primal ult goes through BKB, right? If you're BKB'd, you can. I'm not sure about not BKB'd. And then he falls off. Viper is good in lane against basically everyone except Lena, I think. It depends on like the early levels. If you're able to kill sniper before level 2, you just kind of wreck face because he doesn't have the range to really. He can't outrange you in lane. Yeah. How much range is that? I haven't played mid since like 2018, so Yeah, I was hoping that would be FJ. Yeah. And he can do stacks really well. Attack range 160. 710 range at level 1. Yeah, so sniper outranges Viper at level 1 now with facets. Right, J3r with the all stats build. Dyer has a smoke, and they're waiting. Pango with the all stats plus a wand build. I don't like that. I've done that ward before, but never as Spirit Breaker. Like that's a I'm playing Weaver and I can snipe all your couriers before you can get them. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's what I usually go for, but like sometimes I'll put on the high ground depending. Yeah. Uh Other casters maybe, but probably just people in the channel with you, so I don't think I can even see your ping. All right, 2 for 2. I really don't like Wildemann's Beast build. There's no point in finishing your wand. Because it's like what 150 gold for yeah. Yeah, I mean you don't need the stats. I mean you don't need the slots. All right, there we go. Lines already super low. Oh, and then it ticked down with the poison attack. It might have been like a misclick. I mean, it's definitely that one because that's FJ. Master mathematician. On Viper, do you still is it Wraithband build? Because I think it used to be you went for like Null Talisman or something, so you could just pump out damage with your Q. All right. Nope, not a kill bottom. All right. Got baited by a lion getting low. They're basically just trading in lanes. Uh. Someone's going to die top? Nope. On Spirit Breaker? He should have. He's about to get an. You'd not believe how many times I've gotten kills as a Viper on an opposing mid hero that is higher skilled than I am. They just don't respect how tanky Viper is and how much damage he shits out in lane. Yeah, it was probably a gank that went awry. But like when I was like low Archon, I definitely killed a like a mid ancient invoker as Viper because he just did not respect the Viper and dove me under tower as invoker, which was really stupid on his part, but yeah, I don't understand why, because you'd think like you just trade into him as ranged. Nah. They don't have any lockdown. They just walk away. Yep. So that, oh god, that's gotta be rough. Yeah. And now FJ is 6, and now you just can't be in lane. Maybe? I guess you could always charge out. Finally, Dyer's on the board. Did it? Or did it expire? I think it just expired because there's no sentries covering where it was. You cannot watching live. Right. Pango takes the wisdom rune like a dick. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like in the middle of the creep camp. Well, that's a free ward if Dyer ever walks up that way. Right. Omni, run straight down and see the ward. Do it. Plus, he has the invis, which gives damage reduction. Don't go in. Don't go in. Just let your Omni die for you. It is not. You know what it might be? They were just not confident picking Invoker with a broken mouse. I think if Jared TP'd immediately, he gets out there. Like right after he gets the kill and Viper uses ult. The portal. Oh, okay. Dire back in the game. Maybe. Yeah. Because he just got a double kill and killed FJ. He's still technically a lower XP than Pitlord. Pitlord's like 14 XP from 8. Right, so Radiant should see this rotation bottom. I don't know if that TP was necessary from Omni. I think he could have waited a little bit on it. That is a point, though. Their only tower defense is Underlord Q. I think, honestly, Underlord should be mid and Primal Beast should be bottom. Because that way Underlord can just defend the tower and Primal Beast can, like, wipe out the creep wave. Which tower is more valuable now? The safe lane tier 1 or mid? I think it's safe lane tier 1. It just opens up more of the map. Yeah, it also opens up like half the map to you. Though if you want to invade the yeah, I think if you want to invade their triangle though, you need the mid tier 1 down. It's very bad fight. I mean, it was kind of like scuff from their side too. They just kind of like walked into each other, and it just so happened that Radiant was S5 and Dire was like 2, and then like some other people trailed in at the end. Right. Is Dyer going to smoke up and try and get a gank? Oh, Lion doesn't even have 6 yet. He did get the wisdom rune. Yeah, it's also kind of weird that they didn't give Lion a lane so he could just sit and get 6. He's only halfway through 5 too. Lion has 6 finally, and Finger is ready. And if he can get vision of this Lich, maybe. Nope. DD Viper. That's a thing. Okay, so once Primal gets BKB, can they take a fight? I mean, honestly, if you're Radiant at this point, oh god, he's not getting BKB. Yeah, I think if you're Radiant at this point, you just save Spirit Breaker ult for Primal ult, so you can like just kill it through BKB. At least they got Primal. Two, 1 second. Okay, he's good. Apparently, the Wraithband Circlet was the Viper build. I mean, honestly, I don't know what you do with Viper anymore. I remember there was a time when you went Arcane Boots on Viper, just so you could keep spamming spells. I think Gleifnir is super bad right now. So you don't go that, but like I don't hate the bottle. It's just I don't think you finish the Wraith Band before getting bottle. I think more people need to take advantage of the repel TP on Dire. Lion has finally used his ultimate and did not get a stack for it. Pretty good team fight for Dire, though. I think they need to kill this Luna a couple times to just slow down the pace of the game. Primal is finally getting active across the map. Where are you going, Greg? Just Manta and do the Ancients. Right, you have 30 seconds for Lionel. I think as Dire, you smoke up at this point and try and kill the Luna. $500 gold to pipe. A lot to Pavase. 400 to Blade Mail. Lion has a fresh blink. BKB's not going to be for a bit on Troll. Dire needs to apply pressure to the map. Radiant was able to get away with Roche with no objectives taken on by Dire at the same time. Part of the issue is all of the vision Dire has is all on their side of the map. Like, they have this very deep board in their own triangle between their two still up tier 2 towers. It's questionable. Oh, excellent. The Omni Shard's pretty good. Yeah. Not as good as the Lion Shard, but what can you do? It's still solid. All right. These are some wild wards by both teams. Like Radiant with this high ground ward on their own side of the map next to their tier 2. Dire with the high ground ward between their mid and bot tier 2. I don't remember if they were planted for a fight, but like that just seems like a weird place to ward. I don't know if I'd say that's crazy. It'd be crazy if the Spirit Breaker had more farm. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Pango's lane should have gone worse than it did. But I don't know how mid is supposed to go. Okay, that was an Omni ult after they backed. What is this Luna getting? Luna has BKB now. Like they've had 3 smokes on Omni for a large amount of time. I think they just need to smoke and get some deep vision down. Maybe get a kill or 2. I think you just need to get pickoffs on like solo heroes, and for that you need vision, and they do not have any vision. Which just makes this game very hard. Axe Diffusal on Pango. I don't know about this Radiant Ward of the Dire Tormentor. I guess you'd kind of have a global hero in Spirit Breaker, but it's really, really funny to have a ward there when you're when you have a Zeus on your team, and the enemy gets low for Tormentor, and you just ult and get like 2 or 3 kills. But without like or like Spectre can do something similar, but without that ability, yeah. But usually you'll like waste the ult at that point. It's even funnier if you ult before they take it. So that way they don't get Roche and you get a kill. But without like a similar global hero, I don't know how good that ward is. I'd rather have it give Vision of the Ancients, so that way you're more likely to get. They were, but I mean, Lich was standing up there anyway, so I just don't think it gives you any added value. All right. That is a very dead Viper. Yep. Needed. Lion finally got a stack. Didn't think they needed 5 heroes for it, but like I get why they were moving as 5. Just lucky for them that the one hero they found was, if not the most important, one of the top 2. Yeah. For like yeah, just run out. Or yeah, but Roche can be back in 45 seconds. So it must have run out 2 minutes ago. So Luna, I think, would have been the better kill, but yep. Also, finally has Conda finished on Luna. They have BKB on Troll, Primal, no BKB on the Underlord. They do have Shard on Lion, and they do have Repel, so that is a lot of magic resist. And they have a pipe, so Luna ult, maybe not that awful, depending on if they're able to get all their abilities and or items off. That's a dead Primal Beast. Oh, maybe not. That's a dead Primal Beast. Primal Beast was not dead. Given that how poor they are, probably. I mean, together their net worth is the same as Primal's, which is just a rough state to be in. Roche number 2 with Banner going to Radiant. I don't think Omni needed to be there, but FJ picking up the Banner like a good support. This troll is playing weirdly scared right now. They just took Roshan. You know that they can't be there yet. He could have had like one creep wave the ancient camp and then gone back. I feel like any hero that is just like tanky by virtue of being the hero he's a lot better at. I that was a style for a while. I think it switched back to Battle Fury because Battle Fury just scales so much better than Maelstrom. It scales with attack damage. Maelstrom does not, only attack speed. So Battle Fury is a lot better. Plus, it gives you health and mana regen. The only thing it doesn't give you is stats because it's basically just a farming item. Whereas at least, all right, that finger did literally nothing. At least Maelstrom gives you some attack speed and accuracy. I think especially against the Luna, it's fine to go Battle Fury because you're not going to outfarm her early. So basically you just want the game to go late, and so you're farming for the late game. Yeah. Especially after the recent Maelstrom nerfs. All right. Troll is dead. They got the Pango, though. Yeah, but it's scary jumping into Luna. The Pit Lord could have done it. He doesn't have Ags yet. He does now. Oh, if they get this Luna here. No BKB and Luna. They know his team's not up. No. Could have gone. That would have been like very clutch. Just like the high tempo. You just went high ground and lost most of your team, and now you're farming, so now I'm going to kill you halfway across the map play. Yeah, well, remember what I said about them needing pickoffs, and they need deep vision, so that way they know when heroes are by themselves. Well, now they have some vision about where Luna should theoretically be farming, and if Luna's not farming there, someone else probably will be. Yeah. My most interesting season of RD2L was probably when my captain was LTH, who was an immortal support player at the time, and he was playing mid. And he could also only play mid tiny, but the way we won games was through like macro play, and it was just like super interesting because it was very, very different. Because he would just like call out where they would be farming on the map, and then we just go smoke there, and then you'd like call out different plays. So we didn't do super well that season, but it was just really interesting because it felt like the game was more heavily contributed by everyone as a team rather than just like on the back of like one high MMR player that was just 1v5ing. Right. Why Ags this game on Troll? It removes Viper. Q. I don't think it... Yeah, it does not remove Viper Strike. Oh, Lion almost got the regen rune. If he had, he would have lived there. Maybe. That was a very, very good fight for Dire. Catching Luna out of position. Primal ult was used to break the TP. Luna BKB TP'd, and then Primal ult was used to cancel the TP. Yes, it does. Pierce's debuff immunity, yes. Which is why you can use it on Pango during his ult, but you have to be BKB'd so you're not stunned out of it. Oh. Yeah, with the Ags upgrade. Yeah. I didn't see that part. I caught the fight when Luna was like BKB TPing and Primal just like ults. Yeah, no worries. Happens all the time with me. Let's see. We have Solar Crest 4 staff on this Omni Knight. I mean, if they keep blowing up Luna at the beginning of fights. Because, like, Luna's scary when she can sit in the back line and just, like, drop Qs, drop an ult. But if they're able to burst her down, which it seems like they're able to even through BKB, and the rest of her team can't really back her up because Viper's slow as shit. And then they have all the BKBs they need to survive through Luna ult and Rolling Thunder. Yeah, I think the question is, does Luna live past dire BKBs? Because if she does... Yeah, but I mean, theoretically, she's going to be CC'd. Yeah. Yeah. I think you give it to Luna, double BKB, double ult, double Satanic. Pango. The Chain Frost hasn't been super clutched yet. He has the Ice Spire, which is nice. But until I think you have like Ags on Lich, it's not the best spell to double. I think double Luna ult is better. Yeah, they just gave it back to Luna. Because Luna gets double BKB, double... Yeah. Let's see if Dire is able to take a fight. Clutch 4-staff from, was it from FJ? I don't think the game ends here. Not unless Dire is really stupid and feeds. Yeah. Wasted BKB on Spirit Breaker. Pango used cheese. Pango dies anyway without really doing much. Luna is stuck and dies. Maybe you were correct. I mean, that's 4 kills with, or 5 kills with Aegis. They can just run it down mid. That is true. FJ almost got that too. That was nuts. FJ did do a great job of distracting Dire, so that way they spent a lot of time running around chasing him instead of taking 2 sets of towers. So now Luna is basically up, and now they can't do anything. Yeah, I will note that Troll hit 25 before Luna did. So Troll axes do make glaives miss now, regardless of BKB. Right. FJ, what is your next item? Cue it up so I can see. Boots of Bearing for Lich. Lincoln's for Pango. Satanic for... Oh no. They're just going to get a free set of racks here. And that's why you fix waves. They basically just traded a tier 2 bot for top racks. Definitely worth. Pop your blade mail, dude. I can't believe J3r didn't pop his blade mail. That would have killed the Lich. He took like 2k of damage from the Lich. Give me the fight recap so I can see it. All right. Don't. This lion's dead for sure. I like how Lion didn't even try and use any of his spells. He was just right-clicking the Luna. I wouldn't hate a Lichen Sphere on FJ. So that way you can just throw multiple Lincolns on your siege tank. Man, that Spirit Breaker is fast. Do they know this Luna's here? They scanned, but the scan didn't pop. I guess not. Immediate spawn. Maybe Radiant just waits until it's on Dire side so that way they get the free eggs. High level strat. Control the map and don't take an objective so we can get a slightly superior objective. Okay. And she is dead. Five for one. And the Primo lives all through that. They could probably take one set of racks, force a core buyback, and then take Roche. Nah, they probably won't force any other buybacks at this point. Yeah, it's still 30 seconds till Luna's up, and Luna and Viper don't want to buy back at this point. I think they just get melee and then GTFO though. Yeah, but this is very telegraphed. Who had the gem? Uh, Underlord has the gem. Kind of surprised Radiant isn't contesting Roshan. And Refresher. I like that she's on Primal Beast. I think that's fine. I think Refresher on Primal is also fine. 2 BKBs, 2 Pulverizes, I think, gives your team more than 2 Troll ults at this point. But yeah. Very true. Yeah. I'm very surprised that none of the supports on Dire have built a Yules. It is so good this game. Lets you dodge Viper ticks. Lets you dodge Luna ult. Lets you dodge. Yeah. He's been playing like way too aggro. And if they had a Yules, he would just be punished so hard. All right. Pango just jebaited the Viper. It's like, here, let me pop the smoke for you. And then blink away so that way they still find you. Right. Lion just finished Aghanims. Do not like that. Well, I mean, I like it. I just would rather see the Yules. Finally taking the tier 1 top. 57 minutes into the game. Right. Greg's pushing mid with illusions. That's what they need. They need pressure in 2 lanes because the Underlord can just like do this. Where he just defends the 1 wave by himself and can still show up to fights. Only person in the game without a shard is Pango, which is arguably one of the better shards in the game. Actually, never thought about it, but Viper ult is really good to stop any kind of like sieging from Troll, because you prevent him from building stacks. And the man is not dead, right? You just hit stop. You can also stop the charge short, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Support primal. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that choice. Now, see if your underlord or your primal had the refresher shard there, he would have been fine. Yep. But Troll's under tier 4, so he's gonna die. Lion's dead. Put your boots of travel in, dude. Yeah, but this is the type of game where you have to ult during your BKB, otherwise that happens. Yeah. I mean, when you're 1v5 like that, I don't know what you do. Like, you can't even BKB TP because they have the Spear Breaker. Luna's just going to take a set of racks here. No? Her team's not there? Where team? Okay, now they wait Roche. Though I do think Radiant should be pressuring Dire harder, forcing them into their base so that way they can't get their tier 5s. J3r knows what's up and he smokes out. Gonna find a solo Pangolier. Oh, right. So I don't think Mirror Shield works on spells reflected by Mirror Shield. It's probably the same coding that prevented Blade Mail from reflecting Blade Mail damage. Because Pango just used his defusal on the brand new Mirror Shield for Primal, and it did not pop his own Mirror Shield. .45 movement speed, 60% model size. Yeah. I mean, unless you can get Force Boots on Spirit Breaker, in which case. I mean, you don't have an ogre in the game, so there's only so big you can get. Because you got Bloodlust, BKB, Giant's Ring. There's an Apex on Underlord. 60-minute game. Lion finally has 5 stacks. I don't think he realized his ult was going to be back off cooldown. Excuse me? Go boots a bearing, sir. I guess Hurricane Pike is really good against Breaker. Because he cancels his charge. I think Boots of Bearing is the play. It gives all of your heroes attack speed, move speed, so you can disengage. And you can... Yeah. I mean, if they check Roche right now, he can just get a free Ags. Though it should probably go to Omni. Nothing. Yes. But it's better to get 2k back than it is to spend 2k to get rid of it. Unless there's like someone on your team who doesn't have one. Yeah, Omni doesn't have one. And that's it. Everyone else has eaten it. Yeah. Now you have Global Guardian Angel that also affects buildings. Yeah. No, it's global. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Global cast range. Oh. I see. But it heals now. So he could just be using it off cooldown to heal up that range racks. Which Lich did not go for the right talent tree. You get Frost Shield, gives you regen, and you just throw that on your buildings. And then you're basically tree. FJ with the magic lamp. Pirate's Hat is low-key the best support item. Yeah. Just like it lets you get that. And it's on like a, 40-second cooldown? Yeah. Each one gives you like 100 GPM. Oh, this breaker is going to be impossible to catch. But also, why hasn't he upgraded his Shadow Blade yet? He's got 3k gold surplus. And he has 2 pairs of boots, bongo boots and phase boots. Yeah. I get that. I just would like to see Wind Waker because you can save an ally that the primal is ulting. It depends on your playstyle. I think this game where you're basically all in on your Luna, the the save for your Luna is higher priority than getting an extra charge off in a fight. But it's also like playstyle. If you're planning on like being in the back line and just like backing up and charging, you may not be in range to do that. They're just tanking Chain Frost for forever. Chain Frost is going to come off cooldown. Do you remember like back in the day when ancients were immune to magic and like it was like a low key like clutch thing? You would just start throwing Chain Frost into your ancient stack, and then the enemy would walk by and just get hit by like 5 Chain Frosts and then just die. All right, so they have 2 bongo boots on Radiant and 0 on Dire. Because because Lion does not want to build bongo boots. Yeah. Or, put it into your inventory so it actually helps you not die. You could put Aether Lens into your backpack. Yeah. I it's just like poor slot planning, I think. Just blink up there, dude. Yeah, I mean, I think yeah. I think the fact that both of them have like just dead inventory is problematic for Dire. It's just unused gold. I do think, however, spending the 1,600 gold to upgrade your ags is a lot. It was 18 and then they dropped it to 16. Yeah. I just yeah, because basically you're spending 40 or 4k gold on a Glimmer, which I don't think a Glimmer is worth that. Yeah, I mean, like that's why I'd rather see like bongo boots instead of like the Aether Lens. Or yeah, I mean, like I think the Pike is the wrong call. You definitely upgrade bongo boots first. All right, so this is a best of 1, right? Considering we're 73 minutes into the game. It'd be rude if I like all chat that and ask, right? Lion's up to 6 kills. He has the other facet. Luna is somehow living. And Troll somehow did not get his BKB off. Mega Creep comeback. And they know that, or they should know that they don't have buybacks on Troll and Lion. Someone finally bought a Yules. 75 minutes into the game. All right, that's game. Just like you said on that second Roche. Yep. And it'll be over immediately. Yeah. That was literally just off Troll not BKBing during his ult.
All right, I'm joining Toxie's stream so I can go lazy mode.
That's fair.